I have a challenge for you and for me. Welcome. In today's video, I share with you the concept of non-negotiables and how I feel about boundaries, and I'm also sharing with you this assignment that I came up with. So first of all, what are non-negotiables? So what I mean by non-negotiable is anything in your life specifically that makes you feel good and comfortable and that you feel like you need to have in place to be the best version of you. So an example of that for me would be that I need to get up earlier than the time where I actually have to get ready, because I feel like I need to have at least 30 to 60 minutes to meditate, have my coffee, exercise or do some somatic work before I get in the shower. And this is such an important thing for me that even if I have to get up very early, for example, this winter I had to take the plane, I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so in the middle of the night. And still I got up at 3:30 because I just have to have that extra half an hour, or else I don't feel good. Yeah. So that's a non-negotiable for me that I have already created boundaries around, and that I have already made a habit out of. That's the right word. So the assignment is going to be to figure out some non-negotiables that you are not doing so well with. So for me, let me share one. It's bedtime. I am going to pick as one of my non-negotiables, I'm going to pick going to bed at 10 o'clock, because that is something that I feel like I really need to do, but for some reason I am not prioritizing it. I am not putting enough effort into it. I'm not doing so well with it. So the assignment is going to be to figure out your non-negotiables and then to pick out one or maybe three non-negotiables that you're either not doing well with or that you aren't doing at all, that you would like to implement in your life. Recently, I made a video on the Tinder swindler and I focused it a lot around boundaries. I shared with you how I have a lot of clarity and a lot of firmness around my boundaries regarding men and dating, and that is true. However, I am an introverted, shy, artistic person, which means that I tend to be a boundary breaker, especially in regards to myself and my own well-being. So I tend to overwork. I tend to kind of allow my mind to go anywhere, exploring, and I also tend to not get enough sleep. So I have my own personal struggle with setting boundaries around those kind of things, those personal things. So that's why I came up with this exercise. Getting into the execution of the assignment, you can go to the first link in my description box and download this module from my Patreon. It's completely free, so don't worry. But here you can see, well, it says non-negotiables, and I have put here boundaries. So here you will have either one, non-negotiable, but I just called it boundary because we are going to have to set some boundaries around that non-negotiable for it to happen, right? So you set your non-negotiables here, either one or three. So as you can see, I put bedtime, and then you have all the days of the week, Monday through Sunday, and you get this space to specify if there are any variations in your non-negotiable. So for me, the bedtime is 10 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. However, Friday and Saturday, it's going to be 11:30. So then I specify here. There is also room to put in some thoughts. Now, let's say I wasn't able to keep my non-negotiable or my boundary for Monday. I want to say something about why, what happened. I have the space to do so here. Now you have a smaller window up in the left corner here, where you obviously put a little check mark if you did it, or maybe a cross if you didn't. And then at the end of the page, there are reflections. So when you have done this for a full week, you can put in your reflections. What was hard, difficult about it? How did you feel? Did you like it? Is this a boundary or a non-negotiable you want to keep going with? Or maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you have to change something. And obviously you can also, turn the paper and do it on the back side. So this is a helpful tool. Anytime we do these kinds of say experiments or assignments, it's really helpful to have a module to follow and something visual to look at, and also for tracking your progress. So you can obviously print out as many as you want of this module, and you can do this many weeks in a row, and you can see how well you're doing. So that's a helpful tool. Another helpful tool can be engaging a friend of yours. Maybe you want to tell your friend that you're doing this, so that if you're struggling, you can call them for support. Or maybe you want to do the challenge together, and you can be each other's accountability partners and use each other for support. If you do choose to do this challenge, please share your experience in the comments down below, or reach out to me on any of my social media. I love you very much. I'll see you here next time. Ciao.